Hey everyone, welcome to ADHD Adult Life. I'm Joe Tracy, and if you're like me, you're navigating the wild and wonderful world of ADHD. I've actually lived with ADHD my entire life, but was only recently diagnosed with it, and I'll share that story in another video. For now, if you're ready to join me on this journey, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Let's build this community together. So here's the deal. I recently started taking Bupropion, which is the generic version of Wellbutrin, for my ADHD. And let's be real, starting a new medication is an adventure. I decided to document my first week on Bupropion day by day so that you can see what it's like firsthand. Greetings, my name is Joe, and I've recently been diagnosed with adult ADHD. So this will be my first time ever taking any type of medication for ADHD. I will be taking the generic form of Wellbutrin, which is Bupropion. Hope I said that right. I've been prescribed the 100 mg version. This is a SR 12-hour tablet that I will be taking once daily. This will be a progress of my journey. I'm feeling great today. In general, I am a very happy-go-lucky person. And the three things that I am aware of, the three key things, is that one, it will take weeks for this to work. Some people may feel it sooner than others. Two, that the dosage will likely be increased, especially since it's being used for the treatment of ADHD. And three, that the first 2 weeks when starting or getting a dose increase will be the worst in terms of side effects. So with that said, I will take my first dose here, and I'll continue to document this daily so that you can hear the changes as time goes on. Here we go. All right, so until tomorrow. Greetings! Today is day 2 of my Bupropion journey. After taking the first 100 mg dose yesterday, I really didn't feel any side effects. I did kind of have some slight dizziness, and within an hour I got a little bit tired, but there was like nothing major. It's kind of interesting because I just learned that a while ago my mom had been prescribed Wellbutrin, and she had to go off of it after 3 days because she didn't get any sleep at all. And so that, of course, was causing numerous issues. Now, I did have a little bit of a problem going to sleep last night, but that's not unusual for me, so I do not chalk it up to this. So far, so good. Let's take the second dose and see what tomorrow brings. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Greetings again. It's day 3 of my Bupropion journey for ADHD. So yesterday I had some minor dizziness. It did go away after a while, so that's kind of been consistent the first couple of days. I also had trouble falling asleep, but I eventually did fall asleep, and then I found myself waking up extra early and kind of feeling refreshed and ready to go for the day, so I did. I was happy. I kind of felt a low sustained energy throughout the day yesterday, so that was a plus, and I kind of found it easier to do a few chores. So far, so good. Shall we see what day 3 brings? See you tomorrow. Hello, my friends. Today is day 4 of my Bupropion journey for ADHD. There's really not a lot to report today. Yesterday I had some minor dizziness. I had a bit of trouble sleeping, and I had no benefits. So that's it for today. Let's see what tomorrow brings, shall we? See you tomorrow. Welcome to day 5 of my Bupropion journey for ADHD. So yesterday I did have one side effect, which was really having trouble sleeping. And that can affect your day in many ways when you have trouble sleeping. I realize this is something that'll probably go away, or there may be other circumstances that are contributing to that. So we'll see. But on the good side, my dizziness did go away. So I didn't feel that minor dizziness that I've been feeling every day. And also I felt a low sustained energy throughout the day, which I was very happy with. So with that said, let's now take our pill for today and see what tomorrow brings. See you then. Welcome to day 6 of my Bupropion journey for adult ADHD. This will be a really easy update because I had no side effects and I also had no benefits. So that's it for today. Day 6, no side effects, no benefits. And we'll see what tomorrow brings right after we take today's dose. See you tomorrow. It's day 7 of my Bupropion journey, and I had a little bit of brain fog. Outside of that, I didn't really have any other negative side effects. On the plus side, for the second day in a row, I got a decent night's sleep. As you recall earlier, when I was taking Bupropion earlier in the week, I was having a lot of trouble sleeping. So it's nice to see that that's kind of subsiding. Haven't really felt any other effects of the Bupropion yet. Starting to think that it's not going to be until they raise the amount I'm taking, I'm on 100 mg, before I'll really start to feel some positive changes. So with that said, let's take today's pill. And see what tomorrow brings. See you then. So that, my friends, is my first week on Bupropion. Let's take a few moments to reflect. First of all, in some of the videos, you may have seen that my hands were shaking. And while shaking can be a side effect of taking Bupropion, in this case, I've had this condition my entire life, so I do not attribute it to the medication. Looking back, I did notice a couple of side effects that I haven't experienced before. One is that I found myself getting a lot colder on a couple of days, having to wear a jacket where I normally wouldn't. And another side effect was my tinnitus, which isn't really bad. A slight ringing in my ears was actually more prominent this week than it normally is. So that's possibly attributed to the medication. On the positive side, I did experience a nice sustained low energy a couple of the days. However, unfortunately, that was kind of offset by the few nights of sleep deprivation that really left me fatigued for a couple of the days. And I really feel that I understated this in my daily updates. So I just wanted to reiterate that it was an issue. Overall, I'm really pleased with how the first week went. I'm glad that virtually all my side effects have resolved. It's kind of weird because the last day or two here, I've just felt the exact same as before I started taking the medications. So it'll probably not be until I see that increase that I might actually see some more sustained benefits. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you're interested in learning more about navigating adult ADHD with me, then be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more ADHD adult life. We've got a lot more to explore together, and it's time now to start making that second week video. See you soon.